Hi guys, here's your last video for practicing finding the main idea and details of a passage. I've picked a short passage. As you can see from the picture, it's about plants because I figure that was some information you probably already knew. I want to remind you to go to view and then present so you can see it very well. And I'm going to begin by reading the passage to you, and then from there we'll pick the main idea and the details. So the passage reads, plants are some of the only living things that make their own food. The process is called photosynthesis. To do this, green leaves trap energy from the sun. Chlorophyll is something that absorbs light from the sun. Leaves also take in water. Both substances are converted into energy. So if I go to the next slide, I've got the same passage, but now I want to think about just simply the topic. So after reading the passage, I realized that we're talking about plants making their own food. And I know that that's called photosynthesis. So I'm choosing to call my topic photosynthesis. And then to get more detailed, I will figure out what a main idea would be. So I've got the same passage again. And when I look through the text in the passage, one word that jumps out at me is right at the end, and it's the word energy. And I know with photosynthesis, plants making their own food, and the word energy, I know that plants get their energy from food, as do we. So I decided a good main idea would be plants use sunlight to create energy, because we definitely know they need that sunlight in order to create that energy, which is their food, so that they can grow. The next slide will have, of course, the same passage, but now I need to come up with 3 detail sentences. And the detail sentences have to be able to support the main idea that plants use sunlight to create energy. So my first detail sentence or detail is plants make their own food. Right up here in the very beginning of the passage, it tells us that plants make their own food. I know that that food is energy. The next detail that supports that sunlight gives plants the energy that they need is green leaves trap energy from the sun. This is right here. Green leaves trap energy from the sun. Once again, I'm incorporating sun and energy into my detail that will help support the main idea. The third detail, same passage, is chlorophyll is something that absorbs light from the sun. In here, chlorophyll is something that absorbs light from the sun. Yet another support for my main idea. I will have this slide for you to try as well. And so I have, now you try it. And I have a short passage for you to read. And then the next few slides, we have topic, main idea, and then 3 details. Of course, you can write all of these on a separate sheet of paper, or you could verbally talk about them to somebody in your house. This is talking about the water cycle, something that you are very familiar with as well. So you'll be able to try this on the slides when the video is done. And then I have another slide that has some other practices. So you'll be just geniuses with main idea.